really what we have in Fort Lauderdale is an awesome satellite tap room that can service all of these beers that are produced in Vero to our local Fort Lauderdale community.
You just took ownership in 2019, correct?
I got involved in October of 2019 really as an operations asset. My partner and I came on board to help the founder of American Icon Brewery.
What have been your goals since taking ownership and then having COVID hit?
Well, that's tough stuff right there.
It's a loaded question.
Yeah.
I know your goals definitely had changed.
Yes, so initially when taking over the facility, it was to make sure that we had one branded message that we are a brewery first, even though we have a full restaurant license and we are producing a lot of food, and more than 50% of our sales are food. But we're a brewery first, so we wanted to make sure that the messaging was that it's all about the beer. As soon as we got hit with this pandemic, everyone's vision had to shift slightly, in some cases dramatically, into more of a survival type mode. And our main goal during the pandemic was keeping the facilities open and operational, which unfortunately we had to shut down for a while. I would say that restaurants were already better prepared than most of your other businesses because of all of our food handler training and food management training and dealing with food safety in general already. We were just adding masks as an element and limiting capacity, but as far as all of that other stuff, we were trained and ready to go.
And I have to say, you did such a wonderful job, and you made people feel like there was normalcy again. People are cooking every night, trying to manage to come up with dinners for their families and just have some sense of normalcy.
Yeah, when we switched to a takeout model, that was tough, but we noticed as we kept going with the takeout model that more and more people started recognizing that we were doing beer to go and we were doing cocktails to go, and that they could come in and get their favorite pretzel and one of their favorite brews and go enjoy it at home. There were several weeks where it was just takeout, and the community responded well to it, and we appreciate that very much.
Yeah, that meant so much to them. It felt so freeing. Let's get out of the house and get something that we enjoy. So I'm sure they're very thankful. What kind of specials do you have right now? And what is the change on the menu, or do you have any beers that you would like to introduce?
We introduced kind of in the middle of all of this is a strong happy hour. So from 4 to 6, Monday through Friday, you can get all of our craft beers, any beer, liquor, wine that we serve from the bar, 50% off from 4 to 6, Monday through Friday.
Wonderful.
You can come in and grab a table and enjoy any of those items during that time period, and you can also take items to go with you to take them home. We're hoping to launch actually September 7th, our new menu. You're going to see some really cool creative stuff coming from the kitchen. Things like cowboy burger. It's got de-seeded and sliced fried jalapenos on a brisket and short rib blend burger on a brioche bun with a avocado aioli and crushed peppercorn candied bacon, and
just drool worthy.
Yeah, just kind of creative stuff outside of the box. Things all the way like a peanut butter and jelly burger.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, some funny different things.
I bet that's delicious. People might hear that right away, and think, how is that possible?
That's exactly the reaction I had, but I let the chefs do their job and I do mine. And when I tried it, I was a little weary at first, but it was exquisite. Whipping our milk stout into crunchy peanut butter and putting it on a burger was not something I would have thought of, but when I tried it, it was amazing. Right now, I've kind of been hooked on Florida Heat. It's one of our most popular beers, and it's a seasonal, so I try to eat it up while it's available. We won a bronze medal for best beer in Florida for Florida Heat in 2019. And people seem to be really excited when that beer comes around, so I try to soak it up as well.
So what do you like to pair with that? What would you recommend?
I go against the grain with that. It's a spicy beer, so it has blood orange and Fresno chili peppers in it, so it's got some heat to it. Most people would say don't pair it with something spicy, but I'll usually go for hot wings or pizza with crushed red pepper on it and keep it spicy. But most people would say to put something kind of savory with that, maybe like our Icon cheeseburger. So you're getting rich brioche and bacon and a savory burger to go with it.
Also, what else do you have going on in South Florida that we can be excited about? I know you're doing a lot.
Well, the one thing is that there's constantly new beers, right? So that's something to always be excited about. We have 7 flagships and then 11 rotationals. So out of 11 rotationals, I feel like we get a new beer every 30 days or so. Right now, we're releasing Peach Bum, which is like almost like a peach ring in a liquid form in a glass. It's a Berliner Weiss with white peach puree and lactose sugars, and it's just an amazing brew. So I'm excited about that. But beyond new beers and new menu items and all of that we're trying to bring to the public to keep things fresh and fun. There's a ton of stuff that we're going to be looking into in the Fort Lauderdale area as far as potentially further developing an ale trail, working with the community any way possible to try to get back when we can. We've been doing a lot of local store marketing efforts, trying to get out and connect with the community, and really bring the brew community together in the greater Fort Lauderdale market. But that's kind of what we've been working on there. There's a ton of other stuff. Releasing American Hero in November will be a big deal for us. That's a beer that's near and dear to our heart. We brew that in collaboration with St. John's Hops, which is completely founded and run by veterans. And the idea there is we take their hops and we brew a beer called American Hero. And then we take all of the energy that's put behind that and try to bring some more focus to the Wounded Warrior Project, and we donate some proceeds back to Wounded Warrior. And we're looking to further that relationship with St. John's Hops, and maybe even do a secondary beer with them. But American Hero had a great response immediately. We pretty much sold out of our entire batch as soon as we released it. So we're excited to re-release that beer in November this year.
Would you like to let everyone know where they can follow you on Instagram, your website?
Yeah, so each location has its own identity, if you will. For Fort Lauderdale, it's American Icon Brewery _FTL on Instagram. And then for Vero Beach, it's American Icon Brewery _VB on Instagram there. I would say check out the website, see what new beers are coming all the time. We have a free app that you can download in Google Play or iTunes, so that you can stay connected with us that way as well. And I would say just stop by the brewery in Vero if you're up that way. I know it's kind of outside of the listing area, but it's worth a trip. It's a breathtaking building. And if you happen to be in the Fort Lauderdale market, swing on by the tap room, say hello to Jessica, the GM over there, and have a brew.
Thank you so much. And again, this is The Tea with Amanda B. Please visit American Icon Brewery in Fort Lauderdale. Use promo code AIB935 and you get a free flight of beer with any meal purchase. You don't want to miss out on that. Thank you so much, Carl, for being in the studio and for everything you've been doing for our local community.
Thank you very much. You have a great day.
Thank you. You too.